So let's talk about scanning. TapSpeak Choice has the best scanning support out there for any app that you'll find. Let's look at some of the scan settings and talk about how scanning is implemented here. TapSpeak Choice will support using the iPad as a switch, and it'll also support Bluetooth external switches. It supports RJ Cooper's and AbleNet's Bluetooth switch interfaces currently. There's no special setup you need to do in the app to start using the Bluetooth switches. The iPad switch configuration is for using the iPad, and the 1 switch and 2 switch configurations are for use with the Bluetooth external switches. We'll go over the Bluetooth switches in a separate video. So let's just set the scanning over to iPad. And what you'll see when you switch between the scan settings is that you can only activate the settings that are valid for a particular switch type. For instance, you can only get to 2-switch step scanning with the 2-switch mode. You switch to another scan mode, you cannot activate 2-switch step scan. So direct select, the direct select scan type is the default scan type, which is obviously not scanning, but it's just direct selection of buttons on a board. The 1-switch auto setting enables you to use a sequential or a row column scanning mode. You can use with row column scanning or sequential and row column scanning, you can use any direction you want, and same with column row and row column. The auditory feedback switch makes use of the scanning voice, the separate scanning voice, and the separate scan text that's set up in the button in the library. With auditory feedback, the auditory prompt for each button is played as you scan through it, as well as a scan prompt for the message window and the board itself. So when you're scanning between the message window and the board, you have an auditory prompt of what part of the screen you're on. The scan speed is adjustable from between 10 seconds down to, well, 0.2. That's really just for testing. So let's set it to, say, about 3 seconds here. Scan timeout is valid for the 2-switch step scan, and the button pop duration adjusts how the speed of the button popping from, you can either have a quick pop or a slow expansion and contraction for to help those with visual disabilities see where they are on a board.